Sam, bring it in. Bring it in. It is an
Hello,
honor.
nice meeting you.
Honor to meet you, man. I'm HipHopGamer with Hot 97.
Wonderful.
I've been rocking with your games for the longest, bro. For the longest. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. I can't wait to talk to you.
Thank you.
Have a good time. What's up, baby?
Hello.
My dude, what's up, son? What's going on, man?
Those the PlayStation?
Yeah, these are the PlayStation stickers, baby.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Slightly envious.
Word up, yeah, these are the joints. So, yeah, let's sit down and have a good time. We're gonna do it.
In the first Max Payne game,
Yeah.
I brought my whole family in. Yeah, I was posing as Max, obviously.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But my mother was there, posing as the main villain, Nicole Horn. That's my mom.
You serious? Yo, Sam, you gotta be lying to me right now. Oh my God, that's incredible.
And Alfred Bowden, kind of the shady government guy. That's my dad.
What?
And my brother was there as well, and you know.
You know you're gonna make me go home and play this all over again with the new information you just gave me.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy. Oh my God.
So yeah, family is important.
Yeah, so that's my grandma, man. She taught me everything when it came to video games, man. So, like, first off, Sam, I gotta ask you, you know, in the process of working on Control, like, we about to talk about Control right now. With the process of working on Control, what's some of the things that you wanted to do to where it's not like a carbon copy of what Quantum Break is, but you're giving it like a fresh new start, so people that love Quantum Break, they can feel like at home, but newcomers can be like, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Control is its own thing, very much so, and you know, this E3 this summer, kind of showing the first material. Yes, there were some reactions comparing it to Quantum Break, which in some ways is very understandable, given that we create our own technology.
Absolutely.
We have our Note Light engine, and Note Light engine was there, you know, making Quantum Break work.
Right.
And kind of a new version of Note Light is in Control. You know, the engine and the tools. So on the visual side, it has its own identity as an engine, and kind of comparisons can be made. But also, you know, some ideas that we had for Quantum Break, like just the idea that let's do a superhero thing, where in Quantum Break we had Jack Joyce, who had these time powers. And so it's kind of a shooter combined with powers. We just felt that we can take this idea a lot further and have a lot more fun with it, and that became, you know, one of the initial ideas for gameplay in Control. And in Control, obviously, it's not about time and time powers. These supernatural powers that Jesse Faden, our hero in this game, has are much more like there is telekinesis, there is levitation. You know, it's much more physical in a way, tied to the environments. We invested on the engine side a lot into dynamic destructibility of the environment. You can, you know,
destroy everything. That's what I like.
Yeah, you are the director of the bureau, and that's what director does. You know, comes in and wrecks the place.
Yeah.
So you know, and that was the idea, and then with your supernatural powers like telekinesis, you can you know, use everything in the environment. So you can come in, you can break the place, you can use the debris as a tool and weapon against the enemies, and that was the kind of the starting point for the gameplay experience. And here, maybe more decisively than in our previous games, we started from the gameplay. We wanted a deeper, more sandbox-style action game experience. That you have these different elements. You are unlocking new supernatural powers. You can upgrade them. You have this mystical service weapon. You know, the bureau's agent's service weapon, but you know, a mystical one. That is this shifting thing that has different forms that you can keep on unlocking and boosting up. So it's a combo of your powers and your weapon, and that you can keep on changing depending on, you know,
the situation and how the game comes at you.
Reacting to that.
Crazy. doing? Yeah. You already know, baby. What up? I do a ream in the building. Oh, we gotta do this right. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do this right. You know how it is. I come around. I missed you so much.
I know.
Yo, you already know, and I already ended the game. Like, and also, remember you told me to play Before the Storm? Oh my God! So I'm on the 3rd episode of Before the Storm, and then after that we gonna go with Life is Strange 2. Look, yo, right? Wait till you see the questions that I asked. Oh my God, we lit. We are lit right now. I'm a live stream everything and broadcast it. It's gonna be crazy. So I missed you so much. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Oh, that's Sarah? Wait, hold on. I gotta put everything down so I can talk to Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on, superstar? No.
I got you around there.
Yeah. God bless you, princess. How are you?
God bless you.
It's an honor to meet you.
I love that. This is Dom.
This is Dominique. Oh, bring it on in. You already know. I love your hat.
Thank you.
Everything
You changed it up and I love them.
Thank you so much. Yo, check this out too. You know what I'm saying? I go to Spain.
Oh my God. What?
Here we go. It's to these gentlemen right here. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. What's coming next? You thought the game was hot already? What's coming next? Crazy. So first off, let them know who you are, what you do, and why you're here.
I'm Vincent Bonnier. I'm gameplay director of the Tombs of Shadow.
Oh my God, the game, this is crazy. Let them know who you are, what you do, why you're here.
My name is Jason Doswell. I'm the narrative director of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm here to talk about DLC.
Let's go, man. So first off, I want to jump right out and say this. Y'all are delivering DLC every month for the next 7 months.
That's right.
That is insane. So with this DLC, why? Like, what's the importance? What do you want the fans to get out of the DLC? You know, why did you guys decide to go this route? I'll let you take it, Vince.
Actually, what the fans were asking for were the tunes and more knowledge about what the story is and with the characters.
Gotcha.
And Jason, can you tell us a little more about each character?
Yeah,
please do.
You know, one of the things that we got, like, you know, you're always play testing the game as you're going, getting feedback on the story. You know, and we have only so much canvas, we call it, how much cinematic time and character face-to-face time we have. So we have to be very economical with that, and you know, it's kind of strict. So the feedback we're getting is like, I wish I knew more about Abby. I wish I knew more about Jonah. I wish I knew more about Uchu. All these guys. Tell me
I love
more
Jonah,
about
by the way. I love Jonah. That's my brother right there.
He's so good. I love that guy. The actor is so good. And he's so like he's like a big brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love it.
It's so great. So the approach we took is that what if we created a mission where every mission we learn more about those characters and get more in-depth knowledge of how they tick, why are they doing what they do, and all that stuff.
Now, here's one thing that I would say to that. I think now, with learning about the new characters, will you be able to play as those characters, or are you still playing as Lara Croft, learning about those characters?
You're always playing as Lara, so you're Lara, but you're going to learn through, you know, cinematic conversations and stuff like that, and readables and relics about the people. So it's finding out about them. It's not being.
Okay, now I'm gonna give you a little hard time. I'm gonna give you a hard time right now. I have to. I would love to play as Jonah or Abby, and the only reason why I say that is because sometimes the unexpected, the unpredictable, is what drives more interest to a franchise that we all know and love. And I think at this point in time, with the technology out there, I think it'd be very interesting to see what that big brother feel is like from a sense of control. What are your thoughts about that? Have y'all behind the scenes tried at one point in time to just see what gameplay would be like as somebody other than Lara in this world?
Yeah, we thought about it. We definitely thought about it, and we tried. The thing is, with the time and the money we had, just you know, for the DLC, we couldn't go that far. But I think what we're offering is already like really promising and gives a lot. You're going to learn more about those characters. You're going to share with them. But when we play co-op, because we haven't said it, but you can play some of the tools, most of the tools in co-op.
That's crazy to me right there. That's crazy.
So everybody's going to play Lara because we think people want to play Lara. We want to play Lara as she is where they're at with their outfit, with the favorite outfit, favorite weapons and all. But the other character on screen is actually the character you're discovering. You know?
Right, absolutely.
Abby or anyone. You don't get to play them because you want to be Lara. I think player want to be Lara, but you're still interacting with them. You're going to talk to them, and you're going to cooperate.
Right now, my next question, when it comes to Laura and her abilities, will we see some new abilities or new opportunities to achieve something new that we didn't see in the main story of the game, considering the tools and the side quests?
Every DLC has a new skill. So the first one, you get a grenadier.
Hold on, wait. I don't remember you saying that over there. Wait, every DLC gives a new skill?
That's right.
You know I love you, right? Like, I really care about you, bro. Like, that's crazy idea. Talk to me about that. Let me know what's up.
No, the idea is to bring as much value and fun back into the game. So you have a skill, you have a weapon, you have an outfit, so all that stuff, and a challenge tune, and a mission. Like, it's trying to get just a lot of replayability in it. And the skills allow you to go back and replay the game and change how that experience is.
That is crazy. So now my next question, and this right here, I think is one of the questions that a lot of people want answers to. Now, I ended Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and like you said before, it ended this time with more period. Like, it was great. Where would Laura go from here, like in the future? Or could you see Laura being a guest character in another game to let her legacy live on in a whole nother universe?
That's an actually really interesting concept to have her be a secondary character in another game. That's actually pretty cool. What happens to Lara next? I don't know, because they are in a conception. They have to think about it and see what they want to do.
Okay.
But to me, it can go anywhere. Like, this kind of character is so iconic. You can treat it in so many different ways and styles. I think what we did was try and make it a bit more mature, a bit more dramatic, and have more relationships. That's why Jonah's there, and deal with guilt and responsibility, which I think the story deals with. So it can go anywhere.
Absolutely. Now, this question is a huge question. Now, in order for me to ask this question, I need you to hold it up. I need you to hold the belt up. And I need you to rock the chain, bro. I need you to rock the chain. So I got to put the chain on, kid.
It's actually heavy.
Look at that, son. Yeah, the joint is heavy, son. You know what I mean? Get that joint to spin. You know what I'm saying? My man, you can hold this up. Give it a spin. Oh, nice. Yeah, you give it a spin. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We lit. So, this question right here, I feel like is a game changer for the entire world of like Lara Croft and stuff like that. Actually, it's kind of a like two-parter, but I'll let you answer the first part first. Could you ever see Lara Croft in a fight? And what I mean by that is, Ed Boon got a crazy mind, and he'll take something, or if you look at the females in Street Fighter and stuff like that. Could you see Lara Croft being a character in a fighting game, considering all the stuff she could do? Now, that would be crazy. And all the stuff that she's gone through, you see the pain she goes through.
Yeah. If she was a character in a fighting game, she would need to be, very creative in a move, and not something, close combat, really close to each other. She would need to use a distance, and to use her environment to do that. So that would be an interesting game, but that would be a very different character from most of the characters with punching and kicking from a very short range.
I think he thought about this before. That was a well thought out answer right there. I think he thought about this before. Ooh. And we're gonna leave the interview like that. That's it. It's over. One love and God bless. It's the one and only HipHopGamer. I got my man Vince. I got my man Jay, right? Yeah. All right, cool. I got my man Vince. I got my man Jay. Shadow of the Tomb Raider DLC coming soon, starting November, right?
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. On your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Vita Brace, baby. Be out of here.